Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing just fine. 6:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on a beautiful Saturday morning, coming at you from the U.S.A. Hopefully, everybody's doing great. Well, hopefully you survived and woke up with a whole bunch of notifications. Hopefully, you weren't liquidated or over-leveraged here in the market. Good morning once again to everybody. Hopefully you got your coffees. Let's go ahead and discuss this Bitcoin crash that happened overnight. If you were in the US and sleeping, waking up to these notifications, waking up to Bitcoin below $20,000, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. We'll take a look here. You already know what time it is. Good morning once again, everybody. Hopefully you got your coffee. I got my coffee here just ready to go. All right, a little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar. Going over some couple things here. We'll take a look at everything. We'll hop right into the charts to see what we're looking at. Current price, $19,408 at the current moment. So we'll take a look at that. Let's go ahead and switch up and actually just go right into the charts, take a look at that and see what we're looking at. Just as just take a look at it and see what we're dealing with here. But 19,378 RSI on the 1 hour, below 30. We're at looks like a 33 on the RSI. I mean, the breakdowns here, we'll take a look. What's going on? So we started the breakdown. Look here on the June of 12th. 28,000, now sitting at 8,000 below roughly. Absolutely a tear. Is it a recession? Keep getting that question each and every day. Is it a recession? Well, I think we've got a ways to go. We need some confirmation. I don't think we're near. The big thing that's in this question, if you're looking at, macro data, you're looking at economics as a whole, housing, job market. I don't think it's going to happen for the housing market the way it is that they're trying to play it out. The interest rates are rising. The buy pressure is going to start soaking up. I just don't see the housing market crashing 50 to 60%. It may have a slight pullback, but not what everyone is expecting. There's a lot of money out there still, whether it be liquidated or not. There's a lot of money being exchanged here. Who is winning? Well, obviously the exchanges. If you're leverage trading, it's volatile enough to where you're not safe. There is no, there's too much speculation, within the whole 9 yards. I think there's way too much speculation. It's there's a lot that's going on right now in the space. But I'm on the sidelines. I'm here. I'm bullish on ETH. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Bullish on Solana. Not in any order, but ETH is my biggest bag. I really think at this point it is a good indicator to see. This is a good point to DCA. Obviously not waste all your whole bag. I think I always say the best. The best times to play is when people are afraid to play, and the best type of liquidity to have is ammo. You want to have liquidity in your pocket, ready to fire off when you can, and you don't want to be, again, overly invested to where you can't dollar cost average and you're all in and you're just at this point playing hopium. I don't think that's the safe route. That's just my 2 cents. I'm over here looking at it as the car market, the supply shortage, the jobs market, the pullback, the layoffs that just happened, all of those things, earnings reports, all of that is going to come into play. Those things aren't really, set in stone at the current moment. There's no outlier that says, well, hey, the majority is going to have a great earnings or, XYZ. So that's why I'm over here. Everything I say is, Not financial advice, of course, but it's all speculation. And as we can see from the top highs, 28,000 absolute tier. One day down to 25. Another day, we're talking down to 23. Another day down to 20. A little pop. 22,000 average of around 23, 24-ish, and now another day of just straight tier going down, and another breaking the line here. What does it mean? Wish I could tell you. Wish I could tell you. We've got multiple breakdowns. Got one here. We've got another one here. We got one here. We've got one here, right? Let's go ahead and draw another one right here. My bad. Sorry about that. So we've got 3 tiers down here. Or 4, actually, I should say. One, this could be broken into 2, but that really gave the first stretch here. I always like to say one big long stretch depending on the 1 hour, the daily, and then we have 3 follow downs. Now, technical analysis has been broken. If you're a TA trader, there's no if, ands, or buts about this to say, hey, well, I'm 100% correct here. The reversal is bound to pop. It's due, etc., etc. Are we gonna go back up? I don't know. Correlation of where we're gonna be at, all within right here. I think this whole sector right here is where we're gonna be, I think, trading. And the high point over here. Let's just go ahead and put a line. So we're taking a look here. I mean, this whole trading zone right here. So we're talking percentages moving on up, and on the Fibonacci little chart here. We're in that point where we're gonna trade sideways, I think, for a while, and the chop is gonna be real. And there's no confirmation yet for me, to be quite honest with you. Again, pure speculation here, but that's what I'm looking at. I can go on and on to see if I knew, but I really don't know. So what I'm going to say, though, is this. I'm going to hop in and see if we can, hear somebody. We'll hear, a little bit about the market. We'll hear what they have to say about it and see what we're looking at. But right now, within the whole market, let's take a look at ETH. 1,007 right now. Spread this up a little bit and take a look at what exactly is going on here. Got my hookah and my coffee this morning. Good morning, everybody, once again. ETH above 1,000. Bitcoin in the trace back to above 20. 19,370 right now. Quick little overcap with everyone, just to say, hey, at the end of the day, I really don't know. Didn't want to do that. remove that. Let's see if we can do a little. See how this works right here. So a negative 33%, $9,000 in the course of the 12th of June till the 18th. Less than a week, we've done come down roughly almost 10 grand within a week. Are we going to go another 5 days within the week of just straight sideways trading for another bring down? I think it really has to depend on how the economic structure, the economic data that comes in, again, from jobs report, earnings report, all those things that have to come in play. I honestly think it's going to be the outlier of crypto, just because of how it is, of where we're at right now. People want certainty. Now, if rates continue to rise and they open up the printer and start printing money, it may give us a bullish signal to turn the market and, hey, we're going to start running. But I need some confirmation to see, hey, are we even going to be there? Are we even there at the current moment? So that's my thing. All speculation, once again. Are we going to hit those numbers? I'm not sure. I really am not sure. But we can only sit back and see from the sidelines. Once again, 19.353 for Bitcoin at the current moment. 1,007 for ETH. Honestly, personal goal. I would love to stack, 25 ETH for myself. Obviously, way off from that, but would love to have a good momentum to have 25 ETH for whenever the bull run restarts, and have a nice bag for that. The long game is definitely the play, but there's definitely moves to be played if you can, short the market and obviously take profits when you can, not being overexposed, over-leveraged. I never want to recommend that to anybody. I've lost my ass leverage trading before, so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's all part of the learning experience. Living and learning, hearing it, seeing it. You want to try it yourself, get yourself in there, and you're like, well, I'll be damned. You learn quick. You learn quickly how to manage. Well, I wouldn't say you learn quickly, but you learn over time how it is to have good risk management if you're in leverage trading. So if anybody's out there shorting or longing any of the top 10 cryptocurrencies right now, just be aware, watch your ass, and never over leverage what you can't afford to lose, as I like to say. It can be very dangerous, but it can also be very rewarding. Always take profits when you can, and just remember, an unrealized profit is not realized until you actually close your position. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, take profits when you can. It's not financial advice, just good advice. Yes, sir. We'll take a look here. Let's go to NPR and hear if they have any news or anything at the current moment. Let's hear what they have to say.
This streaming broadcast is brought to you by Ameris Bank. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
So it sounds kind of boring and bureaucratic, but it turns out that just like Ben was saying about these topics being covered in national tests for all of the problems that national tests have, when these topics are covered well in the science standards, it really has an effect on how they're taught in the schools. So we spend a lot of time keeping our eye on state science standard renewals. As states go through updating their science standards, we keep a really close eye to make sure that they are not
So
introducing any
Bitcoin
doubt, that they're
dropped
not
below
watering
20,000.
down these areas of science, because we know that when these things are in the standards, they are going to be taught better in the schools.
Elsewhere in this show, we talk with Katie Worth, an investigative reporter who looked into how climate science is taught.
Let's hear what they got to say here.
Cryptocurrencies have been in free fall, and that's a gut punch to millions of amateur investors who thought they were buying into the future of finance. NPR's David Gura joins us now with more. Hi, David.
Hey, Sasha.
So this has been quite a rise and now a fall. How did the crypto market get to this place?
We're seeing a bit of a perfect storm taking place in the world of cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin has fallen dramatically. It's down about 70% from its all-time high, and other smaller digital currencies like Dogecoin are also down. In recent days, we've started to see the fallout from this. Several crypto companies like Coinbase have announced layoffs, and a couple others have halted withdrawals.
Why are cryptocurrencies falling so sharply?
No, it's not just crypto
these
companies
are
that are doing
speculative
layoffs
assets,
as well. Just
and
keep
a
that
lot
in
of
mind,
what's
ladies and
driving the
gentlemen.
sell-off
It's
in stocks
the whole
is
entire
also driving the
economy
sell-off in digital currencies.
as a whole.
Right now, the Federal Reserve is hiking interest rates aggressively to fight high inflation. Bitcoin boosters have argued it would be the ultimate inflation hedge because there's a limited number of Bitcoin out there, but it hasn't behaved that way, the way they said it would. Tech stocks have been tanking, and Bitcoin
Big question.
is
Why are cryptos
definitely
falling
not
so sharply?
rallying. Ed Moya is a senior markets analyst at the firm Oanda, and he says there's also a sense of panic that's contributing to the sell-off.
The crypto house is on fire, and everyone is just rushing to the exits because there's just complete lost confidence in the space.
I'll note this rout, this turmoil that we're seeing is in sharp contrast to what we saw just a few months ago when, if you remember, Sasha, it seemed like every other ad during the Super Bowl was for a crypto company.
I do remember that. A lot of celebrities promoting them. How are those
Breaking
companies
news,
doing
Bitcoin
today?
dropped below
great.
20K.
Today, Coinbase, the company I mentioned at the beginning,
gonna,
it's the
you know, like
largest
I'm
crypto
saying,
exchange
it's
in
gonna
the
be
U.S. It aired an ad
one of
during
those
the
things
Super Bowl
where
that was
they're going to
just
be on the
a QR
sidelines.
code.
Either they're pulling
Coinbase
out
announced
or
plans to cut
they're
a fifth of
dollar
its
cost averaging.
workforce.
Either way.
BlockFi is another company that's announced layoffs. So is Crypto.com, which hired Matt Damon to be
Take a
its
look at
spokesman.
BlockFi.
The CEO of Coinbase told his staff in a memo that the company grew too
okay.
quickly, but he also said he made the decision to cut back because of economic uncertainty. He said he believes we're at the start of a recession. So we're seeing not only this massive sell-off in crypto, but also this overarching fear about where the U.S. economy is headed.
Millions of people bought crypto, and that
we can
cannot
take a
feel
look.
good for
We
their
can listen to
portfolios.
the scoop
No,
here.
This has been a really
to
rude
see.
awakening for them. Ishwar Prasad is an
Well,
economics
I'll
professor
tell you
at
what, I'm not a
Cornell.
morning
He told
person,
me
but my sleep schedule is
2021 was
absolutely
the
fucked
height
up at the
of
moment.
crypto mania.
So
That was
when I
certainly
saw the
a
market
watershed moment.
crashing this
So
morning, getting some
that
notifications,
meant
I
that
was like, oh
cryptos
boy.
had
Took a
risen
shower,
lot,
and well,
and
here
it
I
gave
am,
them
and
much
hopefully I
more
can
room to fall.
do a little
Bitcoin hit a
more
record of
episodes
more
with
than
kind of a market recap, and see where
$69,000
we're
in
at,
November
talk
of
to people,
2021. Today, it's
and
trading
hopefully have
around
some people to talk with in,
$23,000.
you know,
And if
in
you bought Bitcoin the day after
in
that
the chat.
ad bonanza during the
Then there's
Super
nobody
Bowl,
here at the current
it's now
moment,
worth
but
about half of what you paid for it.
We're really
And what
looking at the
about
market, man,
regulators?
and
They must
just
be
really
taking
looking
note
at
of
it
this.
in
They have
live
to be
time right
taking note
now.
of
And
this.
again,
Yeah, for sure. And what's
hopefully
especially worrisome
we
to
can see
regulators is the
something or
crypto
hear
universe
something.
keeps expanding, and that's given rise to many products, some of which are very sophisticated, some of which are gimmicky or outright frauds. Now, regulators have noted that growth.
Here.
They've also said they're worried about all the amateur investors who have bought crypto, but this continues to be a space that is largely unregulated. Campbell Harvey is a finance professor at Duke University.
If there's no guidance whatsoever, then people will be taken advantage of, and we want to prevent that.
Right now, there just isn't much clarity on the basics, like which regulator is in charge of what. Senator Cynthia Lummis, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand recently proposed new legislation. Their bill would give more authority to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. But the bottom line is there's a real sense, Sasha, that regulation just hasn't kept up.
And very briefly, David, where does crypto go from here?
Yeah, there are plenty of crypto skeptics out there who are saying, I told you so, but true believers argue we're in what they call a crypto winter that will give rise to a crypto spring. More credible cryptocurrencies will survive and the rest will disappear. What does seem certain is given the environment we're in right now, with the Fed likely to continue raising interest rates, Sasha, there will be more pain ahead.
NPR's
I've
David
been hearing
Gura,
the word
thank you.
crypto winter again. Selling may walk away.
And now more
Should have been a
from
thing.
NPR.
But crypto winter.
From
Are we going to
NPR
be
News,
in
I'm
a
Giles
crypto
Snyder.
winter?
Former President Trump says if he were reelected president,
winter
he would
season.
consider pardons for the people who attacked the
Are we gonna
Capitol on
see-
January 6th.
Are we going to see
NPR
that?
Susan Davis.
I'm not sure, everybody. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at this podcast here. Jack McDonald, Chair and CEO of PolySign, and Matt Stover, CEO of MG Stover. Let's just take a look at this and let's hear it. We'll give it a little listen, and see what we hear from it. And
does manual treasury management and operating matters discussed in this podcast? This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions. For full terms, visit theblockcrypto.com/terms-service. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Scoop. I'm your host, Frank Chaparro, editor-at-large at The Block, and we've got a very exciting episode for you today, folks. I know there's a lot going on in the market. Let's get right to it. Joining us on the other side of the mic today are my guests, Matt Stover, CEO at MG Stover, and Jack McDonald, Chair and CEO at PolySign. So, gentlemen, thanks for being on the show. If you don't know about PolySign, it's a digital asset custodian and trading infrastructure firm which acquired fund administrator MG Stover back in April. Matt, Jack, thanks so much for taking the time to join us on the show today.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
So, how's business?
I think it's a very exciting time in the industry. Obviously, it's been a challenging market. We've been quite active over the last month integrating the businesses. And so PolySign, as you mentioned, Frank, we started 4 years ago. Arthur Brito, our founder, one of the three co-founders of Ripple, with a vision of building out an infrastructure company. And we focused first on custody. It's my background coming from a TradFi world and other board members, but always had a view towards adding other services, and the opportunity for us to partner with Matt and to acquire the phenomenal business that he built, being, we were talking about the other day down at Consensus, really the OG of fund admin for digital assets, was an opportunity we couldn't pass up. Could not be more exciting. It's been really interesting and exciting and enlightening for me to be meeting the legacy Stover clients with Matt over the last month, and at the same time going through this market turmoil. And I think what we're seeing is a high degree of confidence and conviction remaining with the client base. We're less mature in terms of the traction. We launched our custody business
Eastern
in New York,
Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen.
Qualified custodian back in Q4. So we're still ramping up, adding clients. We can talk about kind of the trajectory of that business, but we're also, getting the benefit from talking to the existing clients, and they're using this opportunity to build. We believe that a crisis is a terrible thing to waste. It's a real opportunity if you're well funded, as we are, to really take a longer term view and to build in downtimes like this.
We're at 1,007 right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead.
Matt, you want to share your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, the things that I would add to it is the appetite for new products being launched by existing clients or prospective clients is not slowed down. If anything, people see it as a buying opportunity. They, maybe not that they were waiting for this, but they would, perfect time to launch a fund when things are kind of down and there's a lot of opportunity out there. From our perspective, with demand not being down, we're very active on hiring people. And, I started the business 2007, before the financial crisis. And during that downtime, we found some really good talent of people to acquire. So, hopefully we'll continue to grow the businesses both on, clients as well as hiring more people. And like Jack said, we're not slowing down. We're building for the future, and the appetite for our service offering has not slowed.
Got it. How have the needs of the clients changed over the past?
This is a good podcast, month, but it goes into a little bit more too much of things that we're not, really, really seeing right now, because this just happened at 3:25 a.m. So, the market itself right now, I think people are going to wake up in turmoil of either liquidated positions, another pullout of a lot of people just, selling their crypto. It is the weekend. Volume is obviously, going to be lower. But I think on Monday or Tuesday, Monday we might see another bloody day, but on Tuesday we might see some buying pressure. Hopefully we do. If not, then just continue some more downside. I personally think there's more downside to come into this market. That's just my personal, my personal opinion. Again, don't take anything as in financial advice. I'm just speculating here for myself and early morning thinking and just up early drinking my coffee. It is what it is. Once again, good morning to you. Almost 7 a.m. EST, coming in live and direct. Hopefully everybody's doing good, and hopefully we can take a look at the market more. I'm going to be watching it today. Obviously, it's Saturday. Not much may have happened. We may see a pull. We may see a pump. We may not. But I think there's going to be a lot of downside left. 17,000. Definitely feasible. I mean, breaking of 20 this quick was not something I was expecting, but I'm also not fully exposed to Bitcoin at the current, more on ETH. So I'm expecting an ETH hold at 1,000 area. Breaking down to the 800s would be a little dangerous, a little unconfirmation. Maybe if we get there, then it's probably going to go down to 5, 6. Hopefully not. But I think it's a good point that people have right now that they're waiting to see if it's gonna drop even more, and orders may be getting filled, things of that nature. But we'll see where it plays out, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see where it plays out. Voyager Digital obtains loans from Alameda Research to safeguard assets. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see what they say here. Bitcoin dropped below 20,000. Let's take a listen. Ethereum dropped below 1,000, hitting a low of 988 at the present time. Bitcoin fell below 2017-2008 bull run market high amid a broader market downturn. So they're expecting to see more and more downside alone from this statement here. As of press time, Bitcoin was trading hands at 19,217 on Coinbase, according to the Trading View. Bitcoin reached a low of 19,052 before recovering somewhat. 19.2. And 19.3 here. This is just my crazy little chart that I drew. Nothing special, but a little something to see what we're brewing with and how it's going to happen, but a little something. S&P at 3,674. Not too shab. Looking for something, like I said, a nice confirmation for the week, but with the way people are talking, the amount of questions I've been hearing all week from people that I know personally and just across the board, a lot of fear out there. A lot of people on the sidelines and wishing they had more liquidity or more ammo to fire off in DCA and whether they don't have the money and things of that nature. So I don't see any big buy pressure coming in anytime soon. Big institutions are probably still waiting on the sideline, just driving the price down, looking for a better entry. Obviously, scalping for the best entry isn't, no one's going to be, 100% scalping the bottom and selling the peak. You can't always time it perfectly, but you could damn near well do it in ranges. and correlate from that. And again, DCAing is probably the smartest thing that you can do within means, and always taking profit when you can, because nothing's guaranteed or nothing's realized until it's actually closed, right? So always keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, hopefully we can get through this, and this market downturn turmoil will pop back in with some good news and make us extremely mega bullish, with confirmation back into the 30s. I think it's only a matter of time when the dead cat bounce is going to happen. However, how long are we going to stay sideways is a good speculation of that. My big thing is the chop. How long are we going to stay in chop, and when are we going to get a break of confirmation outside of the chop? Can we break 22,000? That's where I think that we need to see the confirmation. 23,441. I want to see it. I want to see 23,441 broken, and that's going to be my confirmation. We can break over 23, mid 23 threes. We might be back in the bullish formation. But again, we're going to have to look at that correlation there and see where we're looking at. That's going to be the range to play. Entry. And I'll see if we can find a... We want to stay right in this range right here. We won't put that position in because we didn't open a position there, but we want to eventually put a position in to where our target's over here at the 23, but we don't know if we're going to be back into the bullish. That's just, if we pass this, we're going to go long. So we can go ahead and put in here. So my confirmation right here, boom, my confirmation, boom. It's going to be the 23,473 right here in this area. My confirmation being bullish. We break through this and we can get back into 25,000. That's where I'm going to go with. Just from the short term here, that's what I'm going to go off of. And that's my honest kind of prediction. I'm going to go with that and run with it. Looks like ETH is pulling back now here. Let's go take a look at ETH right quick. ETH is 1,000. Just broke 1,000 to 99.99. Are you out of your mind? Absolutely great pricing to buy. As you can see, about a week ago, ETH was at 1,700. It is now at $1,000. Almost a 50% drop. We're looking at a 41.74% drop. $709 of a drop since the 12th. And again, that's we're looking at really the 6th of January. That would make it 2 weeks, roughly, from when it was down more than that. So that's another little confirmation. We had another sell, big sell pressure right here. So is sell in May, walk away would have been the play. Sell in May and walk away. From the 31st of May, it's nothing but down only, ladies and gentlemen. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. However, it is what it is for, what they say, one man's pain is another man's opportunity. Well, if they don't say it, now you heard it, But, a good point to keep in mind or take a look at what happened in the last week here and how the market sentiment is going. Looking at the economic data, macro data, putting all of that in play, making a good inference to where do you think the market's going to go. Keep in mind, don't just look at crypto as a whole, look at the whole entire market. Look at stocks, look at the jobs market, look at the earnings reports. All that has to go into play. Look at all the recent companies with layoffs lately, where we are going, where people are making cutbacks. Risk management is huge. Keep that in mind. Again, ladies and gentlemen, all speculation. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Obviously, when the price is down, no one's really having a good morning unless if you're shorting that puppy heavy, which I'm sure there's major people who are and have been shorting, and good for you. But again, once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is so volatile these days. I don't recommend anybody leverage trading at the current moment, unless if you know what you're absolutely doing, and take profits when you can. That's my 2 cents for you. Take a look here and see what we have on the latest news, if there's anything else updated. Once again, everybody, good morning to everybody. Hopefully you, if you're tuning into the stream here live and direct, appreciate every single one of y'all coming out and showing your boys some love. Once again, taking a look at the whole market as a whole, and hopefully we can shake and bake and make something happen. Spot pricing year to date. Binance, boys, seem to be huge here, taking up a lot of the volume. 427 billion. Just alone, Binance alone has half of the volume in futures. Absolutely insane, everybody. Absolutely insane. Once again, good morning, everybody. Morning, Jan. Morning, coffee. Back above $1,000 here on ETH. So we're going to be chopping, I think, sideways for quite a bit. Just my turmoil of my thoughts on the whole market. That's where I think that we're going to be at. Again, if you're watching this, ladies and gentlemen, after the stream has ended and you're here still, I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for stopping by, taking a look at the stream, seeing what I got to say about the market as a whole. Do you think we are in a recession? Do you think we are going to be in a recession? What are your thoughts? I would love to know. That's my big concern. I don't know if we're going to see a correlation of that. We may or may not. But at the end of the day, we can only sit here and speculate until we get some confirmation. That's my biggest thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's my biggest thing. Are we going to get some confirmation? Where are we going to go? Are we going to go down? Are we going to go up? What are your thoughts? And are you bullish? Are you buying the dip? Are you on the sidelines waiting for confirmation? What's your confirmation? Let me know, chat. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. As always, I appreciate you. I'm going to try doing these a little bit more and more, whether it be in the morning for a little bit of market sentiment to start your day, seeing where we're going to be at. Again, my name is Classic TV, a.k.a. Rusty Russ. I appreciate y'all. We'll see how this beautiful Saturday turns out. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. One love. I hope everybody's staying solvent in these times of downside. But I believe that we are going to have a dead cat bounce. So we're going to have a nice day. We'll see a 10-20% day. Is that confirmation? I'm not sure. But at the current moment, we're not seeing the bounces that we'd like to see. The volume, the buy pressure is not, it's just not there. There's more sell pressure than buy pressure. Keep that in mind. Current pricing, ETH is at 1,006 here. We're at 7:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, coming at you live and direct at 6/18/2022, June 18th, 2022, Eastern Standard Time at 7:18 a.m. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Once again, everybody, thank you again for tuning in and checking out this crypto crash that's currently happening for the weekend. A lot of volatility, a lot of money to be made if you are shorting, as well if you're playing the chop and swing trading. This is your market. This is your market, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. However, I might be back for a little bit of an update a little bit later. We'll take a look and see what we can do, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, until next time, like and subscribe. Hopefully you like our little talk, a morning discussion. Hopefully I'll have a co-host with me next time. We can do a little morning pod, a little morning recap of where the market's at as a whole. But with that being said, everybody, once again, thank you again, and hopefully see you live in the chat the next time I go live. Peace out, and I'll catch you on the next one.